What do I want? Honey, I'll tell you what I want. I want a world where kids can grow up clean and straight and undamaged. I want to live the way I want to live, without shame or nosy neighbors checking for signs of weirdness or slackness or immorality by some standard I had no say in. I want comfort and clarity and the safety to always tell the truth. I want to know I have a place in the order of things, and that where I am now is my place. I want to dance freely with all my body parts, without having to hold the jiggly places still so I won't entice or infuriate or offend anyone. I want to be loud and proud and outlandish, and I want the balance of opinion to be with me this time instead of against me. I want not to fear being stoned or burned at the stake or hounded out of town ever again. And baby, those memories run deep and die hard. I want a lover. Yes, I do. My body is ripe and full and sweet and hungry, and that's the way it ought to be. Woman and man together, or woman and woman, or man and man, or woman and man and woman and man, or cat and dog, or woman and earth, whatever combination fits right and feels good. I want a lover who can look into my eyes without hiding behind mind or rules or pictures from the past or projections into the future, who sees me as I am in this precise moment in time and space. I want a lover I can see clear and live, with no old movies superimposed over his face, projected into my head when I was too young to have defenses against lies and propaganda. I want integrity, personal space, boundaries that are intrinsically, inarguably mine, that I need not defend even in my sleep. And that's not all. Baby, I want a lot, and I deserve every bit of it too. I want to plant in season and to reap in season, with plenty of time in between to feast and frolic and bask in the sun. I want touch and cuddles and smiles that come from delight, not politeness. I want community, to find like-minded folks who want what I do and aren't ashamed to admit it, who don't have snotty, lofty attitudes about the unspirituality of desire, who are willing to want with all of their beings, to want, and, like me, strain their brains until they burst from the pressure of wanting so goddamn bad to live and grow together in the light and air and space. I want enough live people on the planet at the same time who are willing to risk their comfy status quo, who realize that a world where even one child starves to death is not a healthy world, and who refuse to settle for anything less, for themselves, for their children, for all the children and the animals, and for the earth herself, and for me, lest you think me altruistic and unselfish. I'm the most selfish bitch you'll ever meet, baby. Don't you forget it. I'm so selfish, I want to change the whole fucking world just to find me a place to live and thrive in peace. I want to be a woman without strings attached. I want the goddess in my heart and in my womb and raised up high to meet and match that old white beard in the sky, till he comes down off his high horse and embraces her as his queen and partner, and himself as a juicy, red-blooded, living god whose creations eat and shit and fuck and lie down in the dirt for the joy of it, shameless and divine as daisies. I want until I think I'll go insane from the strain and the drain of not having what I want right now. And yet I go on wanting and hoping and praying for the future, for the children. Do you see? I want there to be a future, and I'm willing to be unsatisfied and frustrated and disappointed because right now, the world I want looks impossible. All the wise men say so. All the books say, don't worry, be happy with what is, adjust to reality or you'll make yourself sick. But I say, if I adjust to a sick reality, I will become sick. Besides, if I stay happy with what is, how will it ever change? I want it to change.